In the heart of India's highways and the spirits of its riders, there is a roar that's impossible to ignore. For decades, this roar belongs to Royal Enfield, but now the winds of change bring new sounds. Titans of the biking world, Bajaj partnering with Triumph and Hero partnering with Harley-Davidson, are setting their sights on India, revving up a battle for legacy, power, and style. But in this clash of legends, who will rule the roads? Let's gear up and find out in this video. In the annals of motorcycles history, the road to today has been paved with passion, innovation, and rivalry. From the bustling streets of 1900s London, Triumph motorcycles emerged, defining Britain's motorcycling legacy. While in the heartland of India, Royal Enfield carved its own niche, becoming an emblem of enduring spirit and timeless adventures. And of course, the echo of thumping sound of bullet. How can we forget it, right? And thousands of miles away across the Atlantic, the spirit of freedom and rebellion took place in the form of two wheels with the rise of Harley-Davidson. But let's not forget Bajaj and Hero. It's an Indian icon in its own right, weaving together stories of countless families and their journeys, though mainly on the motorcycle segment. Over the years, each brand etched their own legacy. They've become more than machines. They're symbols, stories, a testament to generation of dreams and adventures. Eicher Motors started its journey way back in 1948, initially renowned for its commercial vehicle transport and tractors. In the year 1994, Eicher acquired Enfield India Limited. However, the revival of Enfield as a brand and Eicher Motors as a company happened only in 2000s when Siddharth Lal took over as a CEO of the company. Siddharth joined the executive position in 2006. He saw Enfield as something beyond motorcycles. He envisaged a motorcycling revolution in India. The result, Royal Enfield went a complete transformation under Siddharth. New models were introduced which seamlessly blended the brand's heritage with modern mechanics. Bikes like Thunderbird, Classic and the adventurous Himalayan became the hallmark of this revival. Siddharth, being a biker enthusiast himself, resonated with the biker community and became a brand ambassador himself for the brand. The revenue soared for the company courtesy Royal Enfield's success in the premium motorcycle segment, that is more than 250cc, and it is reflected in the stock performance. If one looks at the stock returns in the last decade since 2010, the stock has given over 3000% returns. The many players try to disrupt the premium motorcycle segment in India, that is about 250cc. Bajaj, for example, partnered with KTM. Harley-Davidson tried but couldn't succeed. Ultimately, ended up partnering with Hero. Bajaj, in fact, mocked Royal Enfield in one of the famous ads, if any of you can remember, comparing Royal Enfield to an elephant. There are many rivals try to eat Royal Enfield lunch in India, but Royal Enfield as a brand remained extremely strong. In fact, there is a recent Money Control article, which I'll put in the video description below, tells that Enfield enjoys a whopping 90% market share in the premium motorcycle segment, that is above 250cc segment. Not only that, if you look at the gross margins of Enfield or Eicher Motors versus its peers like Bajaj Auto and Hero Moto, Enfield enjoys a very healthy gross margins of close to 23-24%, whereas Bajaj Auto is at 18% and Hero Moto Corporation, despite being one of the largest producers of the motorcycles in India, has a gross margin of close to about 12 or 13%. But if one take a look at the margins only for the motorcycle segment, per bike basis, Enfield as a brand enjoys a very healthy margin of close to 43% per bike. That is approximately 75,000 rupees as a margin for the company for each bike it sells. If you ask ourselves a question and interpret or try to understand what makes Royal Enfield tick, or what is the moat Royal Enfield created that makes it difficult for even strongest of the players like Bajaj and Hero Moto and many other big players like Harley-Davidson is finding it difficult to break into Royal Enfield share, what would that be? In my opinion, that is strong brand equity. The bullet is a legacy in itself, passing through generations and extremely difficult not to take notice. And the other one is being close to biker community. Siddharth, being a biker himself, is very close to biker community, identifying and understanding what exactly a biker is looking for. This has helped the company not only to launch new models, but also fine-tune the engineering aspects of each model that they launch to make it better each time. In my opinion, it's a classic case of a company having strong brand equity, but also being very close to the customer and understanding what the customer is really looking for has helped Royal Enfield to build moat that other brands found extremely difficult to break that though they are good in their own right. Now things seems to be heating up in the premium motorcycle segment, with the Bajaj-Triumph partnership launching a couple of models, and also Hero Harley partnership launched their own models in the recent times in the last few weeks. On July 3rd, Hero MotoCorp and Harley Davidson launched X440, which comes with a 440cc engine. Its peak torque and power are 35 to 40% higher than Royal Enfield Classic 350. The bike's starting price is about 2.3 lakhs, which is roughly about 15% premium to Classic 360 and Meteor 350cc. Bajaj is not left behind in this race. Bajaj and Triumph on July 5th launched couple of models, Speed 440 and Scrambler X bikes in India. Why I believe these two launches could finally break the moat Royal Enfield has built and could provide a very tough competition for the company. In fact, Rajiv Bajaj, in one of his recent interviews with CNBC, said that Royal Enfield is a bank and we're all set to rob the bank. Going back to the Money Control article, the market share of this segment Royal Enfield enjoys is almost a whopping 90%. And the segment, however, is growing at a decent click of 9% CAGR as per some of the brokerage research reports recently. On the other hand, Bajaj holding about 3%, which is almost negligible market share, and others like KTM is also extremely negligible. The projections by the brokerage mentioned in this article does not include the dark horse in my opinion, that is the Hero and Harley partnership X440. Why I think this could be the dark horse? Number one, in my opinion, the brand itself. For anyone who wants to buy a premium motorcycle bike, Harley Davidson is almost an aspiration for them to have something in their kitty. But many were not able to buy it because the price was almost close to 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs in India, which is very whopping price for many in India to afford that. But with the recent launch, the price seems to be at the sweet spot, which is roughly about 10 to 15% premium than say Royal Enfield. For any biker, with this price, Harley is no more a dream. It's reality and within their grasp. The bike from Harley Davidson is close to being as good as Enfield. Then the question is, why can't I choose Harley instead of Enfield? So the brand equity moat Enfield has built could potentially be under threat with a strong competition from Harley and Triumph. It will be extremely interesting to see how this entire segment plays out in the next 1 year or 2 years or so. Maybe we can revisit back at that point and see whether Enfield managed to hold the pole position, or will Harley and Bajaj and Triumph and Hero finally get to eat the Enfield lunch. One thing is for sure, the bikers will be spoiled with more choice. Hope you find this interesting. If yes, please write me in the comment section below what you think of the new launches from Triumph and Harley Davidson, and don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button. Thank you for watching. This is Pawan. I'll see you in the next video.